What's going on, everybody? Shooting this video in vertical mode, so sorry for the compressed screen, but yeah, the thing I'm showing you guys today is tall, so it just fits in the screen a little better. Let me straighten you out. But anyways, just if you've been following some of my other videos and posts, the evolution of my sort of mobile daily workstation is continuing. Much like the fast cap guys, I'm really in favor of being as lean as possible. So a huge piece of that for me is definitely quick to deploy, minimal volume. So it takes up as little space in my vehicle as possible. I run my business out of a small Silverado with a cap, so I don't have a ton of extra room. Actually, behind me, you'll see this roll that I've modified with some arms and stuff. I have a video or two on that. But honestly, the thing is so bulky that it's really hard for me to keep in my truck and justify that much space. Not to mention, there's a lot of advantages of just being able to roll the thing around as you can with this. So anyways, here's the current setup. I haven't used it a ton, but I'm a couple weeks into it and I like it a lot. I'll show you the components and sort of describe each of the 4 boxes and how I would set it up. The specifics of the boxes I'm not going to get into. I have a bunch of other videos where I describe my boxes. I actually just did one on the top box about an hour ago, so it should be uploaded. But yeah, so I'll take you through real quick. The bottom box is basically stuff I rarely need to access. In the main compartment, this is a Systainer 3 plus 1 or whatever it's called, so it does have a drawer. So the drawer has stuff I like to access a lot more frequently. Obviously, I can get to it. So I have my like digital measure, a couple tape measures, roll of tape, some snippers, couple measuring tools, moisture meter, some shims, rag. So stuff I need to get to. And honestly, this drawer will get adjusted per my needs. If I find there's stuff I'm constantly wanting from this that I can transfer into the drawer, I will. Again, try to think about how quickly you can access what you need. Obviously, again, the drawer is great for that. If you wanted, you could get one of the 3 drawer units as well and have a similar effect. I just happen to have this, and honestly, a lot of the stuff that's in here cannot go in here. It just simply won't fit. So this Systainer is just a TB2, toolbox 2, open top. I made a couple modifications to it. So the main one is that I cut a 4.5 inch whatever hole in the side with a hole saw. This actually acts as a mini garbage can that I can access regardless of what's on top of it. So I'll show you what's going on in there in a second. This is one of the other sort of clamshell toolboxes. Can't remember the specific name of it, and this is another TB2. What I'm going to do is pop the top one off and just show you how it would be set up. So these toolboxes have clips on the side, not quite as quick as the normal T-lock, but pretty good. So take the top box off, put it to the side. Usually this little tool bag is going to go on my belt, so I'm set up. Take off the top and quickly show you what's inside here. What we got is pretty straightforward. It's just rags, a couple of plastic bags, a couple of small containers, and then within the garbage I have this sort of Rubbermaid cereal container. It's a 18 cup 4.2 liter Rubbermaid cereal container. I just cut a section out of it, modified the top, it fits in there. Trash goes in, trash goes out. On this side, stuff that I'm going to basically take out of my setup and use for the day, so I can leave this completely locked together with the top piece, still access my garbage. So I have paper towels, and I have 2 5x5 drop cloths, which again will usually get put down wherever I'm working. So I don't need to access really anything in here. So once I have my paper towels or my drops out, I can just cover it back up. Before I do, let me quickly show you what's going on down here. I can access it with that open. So I'll go through this box at another date, but I have like a sprayer, I have a laser level, I have a couple other larger tools, and I'll take you through this box at some other point, but it's pretty open, to be honest. It's pretty open. And the reason being is I want to be able to add some tools. Maybe I want to throw a jigsaw in here or something, and be able to get that on site without having to do a whole separate box for it. So the way I'm going to set up, I'll clip this back in, but honestly, you really don't have to. It's really up to you. No need to clip it in unless you want to be able to pick it up. So for now, I'll clip it in. Again, I still have access to my trash hole there. This box just deploys off to the side, and the sides open up. Again, I have a whole video with this one, but just to get a quick look. Drill index. Again, I'm not going to go through this whole box. I have a couple other videos of this box, at least one other video of this box, but and then one of the really nice things that doesn't get talked about a lot in regards to this setup is that you can take these boxes and you can actually pop them on top, and they can float around with the sides open. So this is my rolling tool setup. I got this for the vacuum. Lucky me, it works great for the towels. Additionally, if I want, for the towel setup, I got a screwdriver. I can do it like that as well. So I use paper towels a lot. I do a lot of painting and drywall repair, so I end up using paper towels a ton. So yeah, it's really nice. I can still access my drill bits and all of my driver bits. I got a small powered screwdriver in here. So yeah, so I can access a lot of my tools, another tool belt, small daily tool belt. And now I have full access to my primary toolbox. Obviously, if I want, I can get my, I can bring my vacuum and my drills back. There's really no reason I don't have to keep them on there. And also easily and often hang off the sides. So, set up like this, I'm not going to say it's insanely stable. It's not bad. I wouldn't go too crazy with this, but obviously you don't have to do this. I often have another cart, another rolling fold-out cart. This can ride on that as well, and this can just remain open. So again, I can set this up and deploy it like this. It's really great if I have a small footprint to work in. To be honest, if I'm going to roll it around a ton, you know, not just in a room, but if I'm going to bring it, you know, across a building or something, I'm probably just going to quickly remove this, close the sides up, and then I'm fully good to go. And I don't have to lock anything in this point. This point, I'm pretty confident with this setup. I can be pretty aggressive with this. Obviously, it's a smooth floor, but if I needed to be a little bit more stable, I could lock the sides in. And then at that point, you know, if I come to something I need to, I can always just pick it up, roll it over, and keep going. So, point being, it's pretty flexible. Obviously, the total footprint here is ridiculously small. Can lock the feet in as needed. And again, the whole thing, when I move to wherever the next site is, the whole thing deploys again. And as you can see, super quick. So that's that. When I'm done, everything goes back in. Again, the top comes off. This piece gets closed up. Reload my paper towels. And then I'm out the door. So, probably goes without saying too, but if you're currently operating on a Systainer setup, you know that you can obviously add another Systainer in here if you wanted. I don't know how much taller I'd want to go personally. I think this is actually a pretty good setup, pretty good height. And look, obviously you can use the tools as they are now. So, anyways, and then when I get to the truck, the great thing here is this is the entire breakdown into my truck. This goes into the front seat. this setup together goes into my back seat. And then this can go right into the bed as it is, or I can quickly disconnect. This pops into a spot in the back. This just gets flipped up into the bed. So again, you can stop watching at this point, but I'll reassemble it all one more time. Let's see how long it takes. So, there you have it. Rolling tool station. Mostly Festool. So anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching.